Hey everybody, we are back with another review, and today we are reviewing a special treat. Today is actually the day of Dominaria, which is Magic the Gathering's newest card set, was released today. And today I picked up a fat pack. I heard people around the internet, on YouTube specifically, have been getting some pretty good pulls out of these fat packs. And the booster boxes have been pretty good too, but a lot of the pulls from these fat packs have been pretty promising. So a lot of Karns coming out of these and a lot of Moxes. So let's see what we can pull up. I got a sealed pack today, and I'm going to unbox it and show you everything that we got in this nice Dominaria fat pack. So let's go through the box like a normal unboxing. We'll check it out before we pull the wrapper off. So we just got basically just a sleeve like a normal fat pack. If you're not familiar with these, I'm going to treat the review just like that. So basically what you got in here, it's right here on the back. You got 15 card booster packs. You got 10 total. You got the dice to spin down life counter. You got the card box to hold your decks. You got the player's guide, which goes through a lot of the cards that are in the set and the lore behind this particular set's backstory. You got an 80 card basic land pack, which is great for anybody who needs some nice land. Plus you get to check out the new art that's being released. And you got a Magic Quick Reference card, which is basically a card that you can keep with you and use that to help reference game rules. So, and the last thing that they don't really mention here on the back is this other box that they give you, which I haven't really figured out a purpose for those. But, you know, I mean, I guess you could use them for your spin down counters. So, here we go. And then we'll show you everything as we unbox it as well. So we got the small box that I was talking about. Don't really know what its purpose is. It definitely holds 2 stacks of cards back to back, so I guess you could technically use this for your cards or your deck or something. Not really sure. You got the large box, which has most of the contents. This is the outer sleeve, which is the Dominaria theme on it. Now what I like to do is, there's always a poster on the inside of these. I always like to pop this back and check out the artwork on the underside of this. So let's check that out. So it's basically the same artwork, and it's kind of like a little mini poster that they give you. But I think it's neat. Sometimes I like to cut these up and put these inside the front of binders. You know, it's nice to have something to break up the monotony of just looking at a binder cover. So, but yeah, it's just basically the artwork minus all the branding, and it just has the set name on it. So pretty cool. I imagine you could probably use this as a playmat if you wanted to. I mean, it's basically just anything flat that you can lay your cards on to keep gunk off of them. Could basically be a playmat. So this could technically be a playmat. So pretty neat that Wizards at least offers that on the underside. And then we got the Dominaria Player's Guide. And again, this has a lot of we got a little security tag on the inside of that. It has a lot of the back lore about the sagas, which is the newest addition to the set, which is sick. A little bit of history, the Weatherlight, it's Urza's machine. And then you got a lot of the, oh, there you go, Tolarian Academies, Tolarian Scholar, which was pretty cool. That was a pretty popular card a few weeks ago, if you follow the Tolarian Community College channel on YouTube. So, and it kind of goes through a lot of some of the Planeswalkers and stuff that they have here. And then basically this is like the top 10 list of Dominaria cards that are going to be sought after. And you got number 1's the Mox Amber, Jaya Ballard, which is a red card. The Mox Amber is obviously an artifact. You got Llanowar Elves again back with this new set, and that's a green card. You got Muldrotha the Gravetide, which is a multicolor black, green, blue. Pretty sweet. And that one's actually a mythic. All the first 3 have been mythic except for Llanowar Elves, which is a common. But Weatherlight, I imagine the Llanowar Elves is going to be really good for standard or modern decks. So it's a nice new addition and a newer version of it, which is sweet. So you got Weatherlight, number 5, which is another mythic. You got Tarifi, Hero of Dominaria. He's a multicolor white-blue. And then you got Fight with Fire, which is a red card. You got Banished Marshal, which is a white one. You got Rite of Bezenlock, which is a black. This is a saga card. And then you got Karn's Temporal Sundering, which is a blue card. So pretty good mix-up on here. The only one that appeared twice were the red ones, which is good. I mean, it means it's got probably has some powerful red cards in this particular series. Good for building nice red decks or mono red decks. So you got the card encyclopedia, which is my favorite part of buying the fat pack. You don't get this in boosters. And I like that this is included in the fat packs because it basically gives you, if you don't have it already, a checklist, a visual checklist as well, which allows you to see all the cards in here, and they're all done in alphabetical order by color. So, and then as we'll go through all of those, it goes all the way to red, then it goes green, we got gold, artifacts, and then we have the special lands, and then the regular lands. So if you got the choice to pick one of these up, at least I try to pick up one fat pack with every set, just so I can get the nice visual glossy pages of a nice encyclopedia. So that's pretty sweet. So I really like these as an addition to this pack, because I mean, I guess technically they could just sell you this. They don't have to include all that other stuff. It's nice to do though, which is great. So let's pop open the pack and see what we got inside here. So we got our boosters right here. We have our quick reference card right there. We got our spin down life counter, which this one is red from this fat pack. You can see the Dominaria logo there. So we got a nice red spin down counter. We got our pack of basic land here. Let's pop into the land. And we'll see what we got here. So artwork's pretty sweet so far on some of these land cards. That's a nice plains. That's a real nice island. So the new land cards, the artwork is really superb on some of these. Yeah, pretty sweet. Coming up on some doubles now, which is nice. So, ooh, that's a nice swamp. Ooh, really nice. Very impressive, the artwork this set. After coming out of Ixalan and Rivals of Ixalan with the, I don't know what it, Mesoamerican dinosaur theme, this is nice to see a little bit more of like the fantasy lore put back into the land. So that's cool. Went through some of the duplicates now, but the new land is really sweet. It's nice to see some of those new additions. So let's stop blathering and let's start popping into some booster packs. So that's what everybody wants to see. So we got our first saga card, Song of Freylis, and that's a uncommon. We got Weight of Memory, another uncommon right there. We have the Antiquities War, which is our first rare, and that's a saga card right there. We have another uncommon, Rona, Disciple of Gix. This is a legendary creature card, and we got it's a blue-black, and we got our So far it looks like we got some pretty good cards for at least building, for deck building, I guess you could say. So far we got some pretty good commons. I like to go after mono black decks or black red. Navigator Compass, that's cool. Alright, we got our first uncommon here. We have Sentinel of the Pearl Trident, Merfolk Soldier. We got Merfolk Trickster, which is another uncommon. Oath of Tarifi, which is our rare for the pack. Tetsuko Umezawa Fugitive. So that's another uncommon for us. And then we got those. Again, the lands, I really am impressed by the lands. Super nice. And it's going to be really nice to go through the player's guide and look at the different artwork that are on some of the cards and some of the cards you get to read and you might not even know if they're good or not until you read them, because a lot of the cards will change their status from common to uncommon after those packs have been released, because popularity of them might just change that. So some more of these crabs, but it is like a callback to earlier sets as well. Ice Age, some pretty good artifacts in here too. Demonic Vigor, that's a good one. It's not an instant or a sorcery. Power Stone Shard. So now we're at our uncommons. We got Fight with Fire, red card. We got Jorah's Familiar, another uncommon. Verdant Force. We got our nice green rare here, super nice. We got Adeliz the Cinder Wind, which is a blue-red. That's uncommon. And then we got some more lands and tokens. So I've been playing Magic for a long time. I just recently got back into it, and some of the newer sets, it's like a lot of the cards almost mimic some of the ones that were popular in sets when I was playing back in the day with Ice Age, 5th edition, revised, 2nd edition. It's pretty sweet seeing some of the same cards again, some of the cards I used to play. Like, I know I used to play Siobhan Dragon and Sierra Angel, but I know they're not probably playable anymore. So we got our first, more so nostalgic now. So we got another Song of Freyalise, and that's an uncommon. We got Sanctum Spirit, a white uncommon. Primeval's Glorious Rebirth, that's our rare. That's a white-black. We got Quendi, Pride of Femeref, and that's an uncommon. And then we got our tokens. So we're on our 4th pack right now, and so far pretty decent stuff, especially for building a nice deck. Fervent Strike, that's a good one. Some of these uncommons are definitely, I can already see potential for these in Siobhan Fire. Some of these I could see a good, so we got Land of War Elves right there. So I can see a lot of potential for these in decks, and already starting to assemble decks based off some of the cards that I'm seeing here. We got Urza's Tome, and that's uncommon. We got Board the Weatherlight, another uncommon, white. Ooh, we got our Gilded Lotus, rare, pretty sweet. Like that one. I was hoping to get a Gilded Lotus at least in this, and hoping for a Mox too, so that'd be sweet. Tattoo Yavanna, Benthic Druid. It's a green-blue uncommon. And we got our land in our token. So I imagine Skirk process. I imagine a lot of the cards that are in the player's guide or the encyclopedia, a majority of them are in the fat pack. You're not going to get obviously the more rare or mythic ones in there, but you'll get a lot of the commons. So if you're trying to basically get the entire set or collect the entire set, it's a good way to start, at least to get a good chunk of them taken out for not a lot of money. You don't have to buy a whole booster box for $100. You can get most of your commons out of a fat pack. So we got Skizik, uncommon, red. We got our first uncommon land. We got Memorial to War. Sacrifice Memorial to War, destroy target land. That's pretty good. Knight of Malice, another uncommon, black, and check that one out. Pretty sweet. Artwork sick on that. So then we got our first foil of the fat pack, which is Deathbloom Thallid, and it's a common. So, ooh, our first mythic. We got Lyra Dawnbringer, and it's a white mythic. Flying first strike, lifelink. Pretty sweet. Other angels you control get +1/+1 and have lifelink. So this is great if you want to build an angel deck. this particular go around. That would definitely be like a good center point for that deck. Get 4 of those. And then Invoke the Divine. Some of these are really good, and I've seen some of these before on some of the card previews at pre-release, so there's Sarah Angel. It's our first uncommon. Let's check her out. Pretty sweet. This used to be my favorite card to put in my white decks, was having Sarah Angel. She does a really good job at doing damage turn after turn, so, and that's good, especially if you have someone who doesn't play flying creatures at all. So Sorcerers Wand, that's our next uncommon. Pretty sweet. Got another Knight of Malice, another uncommon. Torgar, Famine Incarnate, which is our first rare for the pack. And then we got a Demon Token. Pretty sweet. We got 3 packs left for this fat pack unboxing. Talarian Scholar, very nice. Shout out to the professor, Talarian Community College. And then we're at, doubt I'll see it though. This is the first uncommon we got for the pack. We have Knight of Grace. We got a Juggernaut. That's another throwback from back in the day. There's a lot of throwbacks through here. And a lot of cards that are similar to cards from back in the day. From the main core sets from back in the day and some of the expansions, which is really nice, because you could see that those cards demonstrated value over the years, and players used those cards enough to the point where, you know, obviously Wizards of the Coast noticed that and brought them back either in a similar fashion or exactly the same. So Black Blade Reforged, and that's our first rare for the pack. Equipped creatures get +1/+1 for each land you control. That's sick. So that's really sweet. Something like this would definitely be good in a deck that's on a larger size, like a commander deck or something. That would be sweet. So, and then we got foil, our second foil for the day. We got Shalaya, Voice of Plenty. That's a rare foil, pretty sweet. And we got another uncommon, Valduk, Keeper of the Flame. That's a red one, uncommon, pretty sweet. And we got our token and our land. 2 packs left. Let's see what we got. What could it be? What could it be? In all my years of breaking booster packs, not only in Magic, but in whatever cards I'm doing, I've never cut a card, which is great. That's the way I like to do it, because I do save the booster packs themselves. I throw the bottom part away, but I save the actual packs. So, Evacuation Elephant. It's a nice card. Definitely liking a lot of the white cards that are in here. Normally I go after a lot of the black ones. I like a lot of mono black decks, but a lot of the white ones are definitely catching my eye in regards to some of the casting costs on some of these and some of the powers that these have. The kickers, I do like kicker. So now we're at our first uncommon, which is going to be Cast Down. Destroy target non-legendary creature. Which is good, because this is cool. It's another way of basically destroying a creature, and you could have another, especially if you have a mono black deck where it's a lot of it's done to discarding cards or destroying creatures. That's a sick one right there. So we have our next saga card, the Flame of Keld, and that is a uncommon red. We got Merfolk Trickster, another one of those. Merwin the Nurturer, it's a really nice one. This is pretty sweet right here, especially if you pump her up. This is a rare, and then next we just have the planes and the token. So let's crack our last pack. So far, no Karns, no Moxes, no any other legendary creatures. We got, I think, about 3 or 4 legendary creatures so far out of on the rare side, and a couple, and 1 mythic. So let's see what we got here. We got Banalish Honor Guard, another good white one. Low casting cost, pretty sweet. Dredge Sentinel. That's cool. Yeah, I could definitely see how this could be pretty fun, this set, to build some nice new decks and everyone getting excited over it. So, first uncommon we got is Spore Swarm. Green card. Memorial to Unity. This is a it's a fetch card for sure. It's a fetch land, but it's not a fetch land for land, it's just a fetch land. We got Saga of Latinam, and that is an uncommon blue. An Artificer. Traxos, Scourge of Krug. We got our rare card for the pack. Nice artifact, huge, powerful, pretty sweet. All right, pretty impressed by the cards I pulled. No super crazy cards, but a lot of good ones though. Especially this rare foil was a nice pull, and this mythic was nice as well. So pretty good pull for this pack. If you want me to do more unboxings like this, or if you want me to get some booster packs, I was thinking about getting a booster box and busting open a whole booster box for an unboxing. If you guys are interested in that, leave some comments below and let me know what you think of that. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want more content like this, subscribe to the channel. I usually do some kind of a board game or a game related unboxing on Wednesdays, so this is just a special occasion because this happened to be released on a Friday, and a Friday is when I upload videos as well. So yeah, again, check out our Wednesday videos if you're into games or you like card games or Magic the Gathering. So have a great rest of your day, and make sure you subscribe.